Good afternoon. This is Angela Thoma with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, we are back to that paper pad. This one, the Emporium Premium Collection, 12 by 12 premium quality papers, and they really are. They're beautiful. It does have some bugs, but it's kind of a nature theme. I'm adding some Tim Holtz ephemera to it, both from the nature collection and from the floral collection. I can't think of what it's really called, but and we'll see what else we want to add to it. But earlier today, I made a video for Rachel's weekly challenge, Roxy's weekly challenge, and we made these little accordion envelopes, and I figured I could stuff them with some ephemera, so many pieces, and I'm thinking about putting them on my Etsy site as a packet to create a journal. So anyway, I don't know if you'd be interested in that or not, but it's just a thought that I had that I could send this along, and you might be able to utilize it. So we are going to work with this set here, and I have this one to go with it. And, well, we can only work with this set if I didn't glue it together. I forgot to come back and check it all. Did get a little bit of glue there, but I think it's okay. So, let's take a look at this piece here. These are the offcuts. And I had them at 4.5 inches, and I've cut it down to 4 inches wide so that it can fit on the page as a journaling card. Okay, so there's that. Now, I'm going to make another one of these, but I'm going to make it shorter because I've been utilizing some extra pieces here. Oh, I can do it this way. Never mind. I'm going to make a second piece like this one, and it will be turned out the other direction. So we know that that's 4 inches, so I need to cut this at 4 inches. Oh, it's right here. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, 4 inches this way. Ta-da! And then I scored that at, what did I score it at? I scored it at 5 1/4, and then 10 3/4. 5 1/4, 10 3/4. 5 1/4, 10 3/4. There we go. This one is going to go this direction. It is, of course, the opposite of this paper. So now we have these two ready to go just about. I have cut 8 of these in this little circle. What size is this one? Is it a 1/2 inch? It looks like it's, let's measure here, a 1 inch. A 1 inch circle. Probably a 1/2 inch would be better. Like maybe this one's a 1/2 inch. Let's see if it would look better. One, two, three, four. I have to cut some more of that off in order to cut some more of those. Let's see, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, I need 8. Okay. All right, so we have 4 large ones and 8 large and 8 small. So let's start by gluing these together. We're going to glue a group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's one of them. This will be for the pink card. Oh, I better set my timer. It's going to go for 45 minutes. We'll just see how far we can get in 45 minutes. This is not a challenge with anybody. This is just a craft with me as I try and use up this pad a little bit more. Probably be switching gears tomorrow so that we don't all get super bored. I don't want myself to get bored either. A paper pad I can always come back to or work with offline. Okay. I want to go ahead and glue these together as well because I want them to be dry when I try to poke a hole in them. All right. Get my glue off the top. Oh, good heavens. So how is everyone today? Hope everyone is well. Hope your corner of the world is great. Hope you guys aren't having to deal with a lot of the same stuff we are sometimes. Doesn't matter. I mean, the world's a big place, isn't it? But we all do have a lot of the same problems going on. Just the way it goes. Okay, so now on the inside here, I want to put some paper for journaling. And I think perhaps I'd like to use maybe this might be the cabbage dyed paper I got from my niece. I can't keep track of them all. I'll try. And I think perhaps, well, we'll cut this a little bit smaller. And I think we'll cut 2 of them. There's one. So we need it to be right about there. That's about 3 3/4 is where I have it. A little bit more than that. And then if we flip this here, I'm going to separate it from the side here so that it doesn't meet all the way up to the edges. I don't know if that makes sense. It will, though. We'll have it make sense here pretty soon. Okay. We might still have to cut a little piece for inside. Those will go with that one. These will go with this one. Now before we apply these, we're going to apply these. I need to grab some brads, which are right up here. Let's see. Haven't been using my brads as much. Haven't been making these too often. We do want it to be kind of a flat brad. I have some little hearts, I have some stars, some more hearts. What are these? These are little flowers and stuff like that. Here's some little flowers, purples, and there are some pinks. We could do flowers. The thing about these is they're nice and flat. I wish I just had some regular brads that were just maybe pink. I have these, but they're buttons and they're fat. That won't work. I have some teeny tiny brads. Teeny tiny. And then I have brads that look like this that are quite flat. And this one says beauty. Oh, that one is too fat. Here's one. Oh, that's a nice one. Does that go with this one? Kinda. That one's green. Been a long time since I've been in my brads. Fish, oh, that's a bird. A bird would work, but it's wrong color. There is a flower. There's a green flower. Blue. Oh, that's a pretty flower. Greens. Oh, those are almost the right ones, but not quite. Trying to find matching ones is what I'm doing. Ah, that one matches one of them. So does that. That one goes with those two go together. That one says hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Well, there's two green. Those two go together. And this one. There we go. Okay. Going to just set these down on the floor and hope I don't trip over them. Whoops, I should have put that away. Now, these brads separate by quite a ways, so we want to keep them in the center. So we want to make sure that the legs are together in the center there, or the wings, whatever you want to call them. I've heard them called legs or wings. And I'm going to eyeball center. If I'm like way off, then I'll fix it, but I don't think I'll be too far off. That's not too bad. I think I'll fix it. Need to go over this way just slightly. And then we need both of those to go in that hole, and there we go. So we're going to put this one right on here. But before we do that, let's cancel out. Oh, you know what? I think I have something that'll work. We have two things we can do. We can cancel out, yeah, I guess that's what we'll have to do. We will cancel out one of these. Do we want silver? Probably black. Well, that's gray. I don't want that. Decisions, decisions. Let's take this one. I don't use this gunmetal very often. So what we're going to do is cancel out this brad. I'm going to put it on here upside down. Not the brad, but there. So that's a canceled brad. Now we want to be sure that all the sharp parts are tucked in, because we don't want anyone to get hurt or injured on anything we make. That's the wrong tool. So sometimes the brad just, I don't like the way that one's going. I'm sorry. Let me get a small one. No, I don't think a small one will work, will it? Let's try it. C3. There's C. 2, 3. Okay. So what I'm going to do is set my brad on that little nipple part. It did not look like it was going to set properly. Aha, it wasn't. I didn't think so. Okay. Well, that did not work very well, did it? There. Okay. There we go. Now that I've got my brad canceled out, or my little washer thing, a little tiny washer would work on this, by the way. That gives a little area that's raised on this right here for our string to go down in between. So about 2 inches, right about there. We'll use the tiny hole punch. I want that brad to stay on there, that canceled eyelet. And then we're going to put the brad down pretty tight, and then I like to take some score tape and just tape the little wings or legs down to try and prevent them from scooting around while you're using that. Now we'll cover this on the inside here pretty soon. Now this one we want to go down here, and we're going to use its twin. And so I think probably right about there. And right about there. Okay, let's take another one of those little tiny ones. There's a silver one. We used silver last time, so we'll use that this time. Okay, normally when you squish your eyelets together, you put this little nipple part up on top and you squeeze this way. But in order to cancel out an eyelet, we need to put that flat part of it over that nipple, and then we need to just squish it down and cancel it out. And there we go. And all that does is gives you a great little place, a great little way to raise this up off of the surface of your card so that you can tie that string on those easily. This score tape is see-through, so it's not going to be able to be seen through here. You might see the brad before you'd see that. Okay. So let's apply this set the brads down there. And I'm just going to glue stick this. Should be just fine and dandy. I am going to use a lot of glue. It does require a good thick amount of glue for glue stick to hold. I love this glue stick. And now that I have learned how to apply the glue to the paper, who knew? Who knew you needed glue lessons? Okay, I'm going to peel that off. Now, this should be a little bit smaller. I forgot to check the fit. This is a lot thinner paper, so, oops, I think that might be this piece. I think I forgot to make it smaller. I made them both this size. Well, I tried to get it on there right. But it's not perfect. But it still makes a very nice journaling card. Okay, this one. Now, I'm going to have to cut some of that one off. So I just need to cut off a little tiny bit. And let's do this one the same way, because we know it's going to be about the same size. There we go. Okay, now let's go back here and let's fold that into a pocket of some kind. Glue stick. Might be off camera with the glue stick. There we go. Okay. Now we need to cover this little piece. And let's see, is that wide enough? If I put two of those on there, it would work. But what if this was to fit? It doesn't. What if this fit? It doesn't. Well, what if we took a little piece of this and cut it off right here. Right there. Now we have a piece maybe that'll fit both. No, probably not. Could not be that lucky. And we're going to flip it over this way to bring this kind of peachy pink color to this side. And then we need to cut it right here to right here. Okay. And this time we'll use this heavier piece of cardstock. I just chose it because I had it and I didn't want to cut a whole nother piece of coffee or avocado dyed papers, cabbage dyed papers. And no, they have no scent in them at all. My niece got all that out and they are absolutely stunning. Okay, so now we have this and that, and we need a little tie on there. Have a little bit of this pink. With tape on the end. And let's see. So because we have that canceling eyelet up there, it slips right under really. Tie it. And then give it another tie. I'm kind of tying it the opposite direction this time. If that makes any sense at all. Now, I'm going to look in there and I'm going to put a little tiny bit of glue on that knot. Going to wipe the rest away. I just want it on the knot. And then I want to trim it up. Okay. This goes under. And then this goes around. So there we go. Now it does raise it up a little bit. Let's see what that looks like in a book. So it does create some space there. So adding that to your journal definitely creates, you know, 1/8 of an inch there. So that is something you'd have to decide. I think where I would place it in my journal would be at the beginning of the book, on the inside front cover or on the inside back cover. And probably I would glue around 3 sides so that there would be a pocket underneath or a pocket up here, gluing it on these 3 sides. But that does give you a nice little journaling spot. So that is definitely pretty thick for a journal, but it would be very good for being glued on the front or back cover of a book. So let's make the other one. Do we want it to be matching or this color? I guess we should make it this color this time, just so they're slightly different. I do love this color though. It's so pretty. But we don't need 2 of the exact same in there, do we? So let's go this way and this way. And we'll figure our 2 inches is right about there. Okay. So, do we cancel a brad or do we try it without? I'm going to try it without and see if it makes a difference. Don't know. I know it'll make a difference. In how we it's still going to raise up some because of the way the brad is. So, okay. I don't think it'll work that well. Let's take a look at this. Well, I think we can do it. I think it'll be okay. All right. We're good then. So let's figure out where this one's going to be. How about right here? Right here. And we need another one of these that matches. Now this is where those little legs are kind of up really high right there. Squish them together and down so that they flush up against the base. And we'll apply it there and there. And let's apply some score tape. Where did I put it? And some more score tape. And let's see. Did I have enough of that left over? Don't know where it went. No, I don't. So let's figure out where we need it. Right there. Right there. Right there by right there. Okay. Peel that off first. And we'll put this on the inside. Just because I'm still having a hard time letting go of the whole pinky peachy inside. So this time we'll keep that peachy pink on the outside. Lining it all up. There we go. And let's see, let's peel that off of there. If it doesn't peel up easy, it's not adhered properly. There we go. Okay, that one can go down there. Oh my goodness. How did they get to be such different sizes? Well, we're going to use them anyway. So I'm putting glue on that. I don't know if you can see that. And you can probably see that I'm putting it on pretty thick. In fact, there's glue on the top of it. I put it on so thick it picks them up. I'm just going to kind of divide that between the top and the bottom. Get the glue off before I go any further. Makes a great little journaling spot, doesn't it? Oops. That will never do. Never, never, never. Funny, this one is really wide. They were cut the same, weren't they? I guess they weren't. I must have cut the first one. This must be part of the first and part of the second one that they cut. Okay, so here we go. Let's tie this on at the top. And at the top it will expand the, oh my goodness, what did I do? I sprung a string. See that? Let's see if we can get it to take that off there. There we go. All right. So the problem with these strings is they're only wound around each other, which means they will come unwound very simply. It's just the way it works. Okay. Putting that glue in there. And I think I will tie a knot in that because, like I said, it will come unwound because it's just wrapped around itself. And that will help keep it stopped. Same way here, so let's tie a knot in that one. There. So we have two nice little journaling cards for our pocket. I wonder if it will even fit in the pocket. I doubt it. Oh, look at that, it will. Fits perfectly. Both of them. There we go. They fit in there. And I assume the others will fit in there as well. That's pretty cool. Do you see that? Let me do it again. So I put one in here. And one in here, and I don't have this tied all the way hooked up to this yet. I need to do that. Attach it to the back. Need to see if I have a... I didn't tighten that, so it doesn't tighten very well there. But yeah, very cool. Get some ephemera in these and see what we end up with, huh? And this could go into a journal. I would once again say front or back page, because really it depends on how large it is. This one may be too large, but you can see that it might glue down to a back inside cover because they're a little bit larger. So that's a thought for it. Otherwise, it's just a nice little coupon book or a nice little ephemera holder, whatever your heart desires. So that works out pretty good. Okay, that's what I wanted to get done today, and we'll be back again to work some more on these ephemera pieces. So far we have that and this, and a journaling card goes with those. So we have that one, and then we have this one with a journaling card. Oh, you know what? This journaling card actually goes, sorry, it goes over here. This is a journaling card. And then this one goes over here. And this is not done yet. And then I have this little journaling card that I made, so I need to make another one of those. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of ephemera for the first half of a 1 signature journal, and 3 for back here. So we'll keep going. What do we need? About 6 on each. So tomorrow I'll have, maybe we will come back tomorrow and finish up this ephemera pocket holder and get that filled up with some ephemera, and then I'll make the rest over the weekend, and we'll see if we can get them on my Etsy site. And perhaps we'll put some pages with it too. I won't be putting coffee dyed paper with it because I purchase it from other people. So when I make my own, I can include it, but when I buy somebody else's, I can't pass it along to other people. So because I'm buying it for my own use and for making journals. So anyway, with that said, with the warmer weather coming, we're going to be doing some coffee dyeing. I can't wait. So anyway, thank you for joining me today, and I hope you had some fun learning how to make these really fast journaling things today. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share. Bye.